Excited doesn't come close to describing how I feel.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer and credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared. That was my Jack Wagner. What do you think?
Yeah, that was pretty good. That wasn't bad. At first, I was like, "Who is he? What's he doing right now? Why is he doing this?"
He's doing the Jack Wagner
I
bit.
was like, "Of course, obviously." I was like, "Wait a second, I know who that is. That's Jack Wagner,
The king of adult contemporary.
obviously, the Citizen Kane of adult contemporary." 1985, hitting the charts.
Yep. Oof, what a year.
Yeah, the Wags, crushing it. Jackie baby, we need another hit from you, baby. What do you got?
I got it. All I need. Whatever his hit was.
Ooh, all I need. Jackie baby. This is gonna be a hit. Jackie baby. The Wagster. I love it. All right. So we're back. Part 2 of our breakdown, scene by scene breakdown of Falling for Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. Which bound to be a hit.
Bound to be a hit. Yeah, this movie people loved. We did not. So
listeners, just like before we get back into the movie here, I think it's important. Let's talk about it at the top.
Yeah.
Another year in the books.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
The last episode of 2023.
This is it.
So thank you. Yeah. Thank you all for listening to us and continuing to support us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Have a good end of the year and New Year. Because
Happy New Year.
We're going to keep going.
Guess what?
One more year.
Yeah, we just got renewed for another year, so we're back.
I think we said the same thing last year.
We did.
One more year.
Gluttons for punishment. We are here. So,
This is episode like 252 or something like that. So
250 episodes. Holy smokes. That's like have we watched 100 movies yet? Oh boy.
Probably pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, you should also keep an eye out for the ITMT 2023 year wrap up, which we may or may not do.
Right.
I think we've promised that in the past, but
we're definitely possibly doing that.
Definitely maybe doing that. So,
yep. Okay. It's going to be great. Anyway, thanks for listening, and here's to 250 more. And thanks to you, buddy.
Thanks to you.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
Living our dreams.
It's this meets that, that's,
Am I this? Are you that?
I don't know. Which do you prefer? I'll take that.
Okay. I've always wanted to be this.
Okay. I've always wanted to be that. So
how could we?
Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. Let's move along.
Move along. Yeah. But I think it's just important to acknowledge milestones. It's important.
It is. I didn't even realize we were coming to the end of a year. I didn't even know that. That's
Happy New Year. It's from our ITMT family to all of you and your
the whole crew families. Here. Donna Mint, Just Todd. Our social media crew. We should thank them too, really, actually.
Yeah. Beth from the street team.
Oh, right. Wow.
Nigel Dermott,
social
Garbanzo
media.
Campbell.
That's right. Yep. That's right. I want to thank all of them.
ITMtron for doing all the writing.
Yep. Yeah. He writes all the scripts. Yep.
That he does. Shout out to Glenn. I hope we're honoring you.
Yeah.
Doing you proud.
That's right. The host that never was.
Fallen, forgotten. ITMT host.
Never forget.
Yep. Alfred Whitaker, our new sound guy.
Oh, right. Wow. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't forget. This is our crew.
Yeah. And then the unsung heroes, really, Ryan Smalls. We haven't done data analysis on the show in a while.
No.
Or Damian Marchetti. We haven't talked fashion in a while either.
It's been a while. Episode. Yeah, maybe this episode, because this is fashion forward episode.
Damian would like that.
Yeah, he would love that. So that's the whole crew. That's our family, the ITMT.
That's family. The whole crew. Well, and how can we forget Armando?
Right? My dog.
Most important.
My dog.
Part of
Armando. Right. Yes, we haven't heard from him in a while. He's still alive. I trust. I believe you. I believe he is.
Doing Shih Tzu stuff, probably.
Yeah, he's doing Shih Tzu right now. In the living room.
So that's really the whole ITMT family.
And soon in 2024, we'll have a VP of Atmosphere working here. We're still hiring for that. So
yeah, if you want to apply, send us an email.
You can apply for VP of Atmosphere. So that's our whole family, from ours to yours. Happy New Year and happy holidays. And
Floppy Keister.
Yes. Floppy Easter. Yeah. Okay. And no, you're not all getting bonuses, by the way. So sorry. Hey.
Yeah. Only bonuses at the top.
Yeah, I think that's right. So I mean, come on, the talent, really.
Yeah. And it gets paid in Dave and Buster's cards.
These are all expired. Well, your loss.
You lose some, you lose some.
You didn't use them in time, so that's your fault.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So we're back with the breakdown here. Where did we leave off? We left off with Ralph and Tad hanging out in the woods, just trying to make their way back to home, and Tad's just trying to make his way to the love of his life.
Ralph just continuing to be a hero. Stand up guy.
Ralph.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're back at the lodge, right? And we're in the daughter's room, I think. And she's having some hard time with some tangled hair. I know you do because you got long hair. I'm like, hey, Jared, just let it'll come out on its own.
No, usually I just like yank really hard.
Yeah, no,
chunks of my hair out.
It's definitely what you do. I'm like,
yeah, I do that pretty regularly.
Okay, so then we have mom memory here because she's helping out.
Used to help me get the tangles out. I'm your new mom.
Yeah. So how's that feel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we get a little lodge night transition shot.
Well, right before that, Jake rushes in and he's like, "What the fuck? You fucked up the washer and dryer. Like everything in the laundry room is a mess.
He's
There's
like
soap everywhere."
He's like so pissed. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, he should be. Mm-hmm. He's got a failing lodge, and now he's got someone who can't do laundry.
And then that's when, we're like, okay, and night transition. I guess we're not going to address that.
Yeah. So then
to the horses.
Yeah, to the horses. We're out to the stable to Balthazar.
Yeah. Great horse name.
Balthazar.
I think Balthazar is isn't it like a demon?
Yeah, wasn't that the name of the thing in Big? Remember the Tom Hanks Big movie? Wasn't that the name of the thing that shoots out the wish?
Yeah, I think you're right. The Gozer?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's Balthazar. Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think you're right too, isn't it? That's a demon of some sort, isn't it?
Probably. Angel, demon.
What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're outside and she's having a sad moment with the horse there. And she's like, "Man, I'm terrible.
My life is useless.
I can't make a bed."
Kinda.
And then she's like, "I'm gonna go get some wood." I'm like, for what?
I don't know. And then it quick cuts to show that Jake was listening to her complain about her life. Yeah. And he's like, oh, that's what she really thinks.
Yikes. I'm glad she didn't say anything about me. What? He's being a creeper in there. So she gets wood, and then she slips on some icy steps doing her own stunts.
Yeah.
Of all the things that Jake should be taking care of as the caretaker of this lodge, dude, you can't have icy steps with that's a liability. What's your insurance like? Like, what are you doing?
You were just joking about how it's always cold and snowy here. You got to take care of your business.
Take care of your business. Put some salt down. Shovel a little bit. Like, you can't have icy steps with customers around. Like,
ridiculous.
Jesus,
what
Jake. What an idiot. So yeah, he comes over and he's like, "Oh man, apologize about being a dick earlier. Complained about how she destroyed the laundry machines and all that. So that's fair.
Justified. Yeah.
Yep." And then all stuff from the trailer. She's like, "I feel like unclaimed luggage. No one's looking for me. It's been days."
And he's like, "I'm sure they're looking for you right now. What if we go to a really busy Christmas market?
Yeah.
Maybe someone there will recognize you. Then there's people around in a public place where I definitely won't be doing anything weird." And she's like,
"Nope."
Okay.
All right. And we're at the Christmas market, right?
Yep.
Avi baby. Abby baby. Sing another song. Mm-hmm. We see the Santa guy again. He's there creeping.
Yep.
It's all just Christmas stuff. And we got Jake giving a bunch of exposition about the history of the lodge. It's been in the family, and he could move to the city. He might have to sell. Got to save the lodge.
Talk about the ex-dead wife a little bit.
Get a little bit of that. He's like, it's hard to compete with the bells and whistles at the fancy resorts. All around not saying the name of the resort, which is her last name, which might have triggered.
Exactly. Ridiculous.
Yeah. And then we see Santa in his little market. This is how he makes money on the side. His little side hustle. He's just selling Christmas bullshit.
Sleighs.
Sleighs for
full size sleighs
for $1 million. Like, you're like, ooh, this seems a little expensive.
Yeah. Abby's like, we should get this. And Santa's like, this is a top of the line sleigh right up the old nose.
Santa's got to get his payday.
That's right.
I guess this is how he keeps the lights on up there in Finland. Yeah. That's where Santa Claus is from, by the way.
Even weirder. Correct. You're right. Totally right.
I was just there.
You were just there.
I was just there.
He's like, I'm just watching this stall for a friend. That's not my Coke sleigh.
Yeah, right.
It's my buddy's Coke sleigh.
Just if anyone asks, like if the cops come by and ask,
right? It's not my sleigh.
So instead of getting the sleigh, he's like,
how about a snow globe instead?
At first, I thought he was going to give it to the kid. He's like, no, you got to pay for that.
I thought that too.
So Jake buys her a snow globe, and we head to the tree lighting. Let's go to the tree lighting. Yay!
Yeah, she has a brief remembering when the snow globe happens. She's like, it's almost like I've snow globed before. And Jake's like, don't think about it too much.
Well, give me that. You know what? You give that back. I can't afford it.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. So then, at the tree, the band is playing, and like the mayor shows up, and he's like,
gives this great.
You know what I always say? My favorite reason to be mayor is Christmas trees, and everyone's like, what? And he's like, but I need a little help. How about you, little girl? And Abby's like, what, me?
It wasn't her. It was some other girl. It wasn't even her.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Abby.
No, it wasn't her. That's why I thought that was really funny. I was like, he picked some other random girl, and I was like, and she's sitting there. They're all happy. I was like, what?
Yeah, I thought it was Abby. Oh, well, what do I know?
I was like, oh, this would make sense. It wasn't her. It was just like some random kid off to the side. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, whatever.
Joy to the world.
Yeah.
And then Jake makes her sing. Makes not Abby sing. Makes
Sierra sing.
Sierra.
Because she sang in the car. Oh, it's all coming back together here. And then
all foreshadowed for later.
They light the tree. They push the candy cane, right? And then they have like this at least $15,000-$20,000 fireworks display go off. Like
ridiculous. But it's for the town.
Yeah, it's for the town. It's for the townspeople. So everyone's happy. Like, yay, Christmas. And then we're back at the lodge. Jake tucks in Abby. And then they chat. And they chat about the snow globe. And we have another mom memory.
And then she falls asleep immediately.
Yeah, they say goodnight. And she's like, I don't think I've ever met you, because if I had, I definitely would have remembered you. Aw.
Aw.
That's important.
Which is they did meet. So
we're next day at lodge, and she's found she's kind of in a groove now, right? She opens the curtain, she sees a happy family, she's smiling. Oh yeah, hey, she's not freaked out. Yep, still got the first floor. Happy montage. Grandma comes in. She's gonna come in to make her bed, but she's already made it.
Yep. She does laundry correctly.
Jake teaches how to flip pancakes. Jake plays the guitar, and then there's the scene from the trailer where they're throwing popcorn at each other, or they're making a gingerbread house.
Yep.
Jake teaches her how to
fight.
Yeah, and then he teaches her how to ski, because in the beginning of the movie she knows how to ski.
How long is this?
Yeah, right. This is
a week.
This is this is multiple days here. Yeah. And of course she goes skiing. She loses control and she starts going off trail. Remember, don't go off trail.
Yep.
And Jake catches up to her because he's a professional skier, and he saves her. And they have that classic fall in the snow on skis moment that you gotta have
anytime, baby.
You gotta have it. And
it's Christmas Prince all over again.
And she's like, thank you for saving me. And I'm like, you mean again? He saved you twice now.
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly. So, and this is the halfway point.
And that's when we cut back to the lodge and the couple that was in the sleigh earlier. Yep. They're like paying their bills. For some reason, they decided to show this as a scene.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And they're like, thanks, Sarah, for like some reason, because she hasn't done anything.
Yeah. And she says goodbye to him like she works there. She's like, all right, see you. Have a nice time. Thanks for coming. Like, what?
Yeah. It's so weird. And then she walks in on grandma here, and she's like, I'm just bummed about my dead daughter.
Pretty much.
Sierra's like, she's beautiful, and grandma's like, well, you're beautiful too. And you're like, whoa.
All right, let's pump the brakes here.
This isn't you hitting on me?
What's going on here, Graham?
Yeah. And grandma explains how the lodge has touched everyone's lives, and like they might have to sell it. Yeah. We got to save the lodge. This might be our last Christmas. Forget about it. It's not important.
Boo-hoo. Learn how to run a business.
Exactly. It's not important, except for it's the whole plot from here on out.
Yeah, and then she's like, Sarah's going to go put the scrapbook away, and that's when she runs into the weird angel doll.
Yeah.
The creepy ex-dead wife's angel doll. And then Jake walks in. He's like, whoa, what are you doing, playing with my dolls? And she's like, whoa, I'm sorry, no. And he's like, yeah, sorry. It's just a dead wife thing.
Carla bought it. You're like, we don't know who Carla is. This is the first time you said her name.
And he's like, I don't want to get rid of it, but he doesn't want to put it on a tree. And she's like, oh, you should. It's beautiful. And I'm like, it's creepy. Yeah. And then he's like, hey, you want to go to the toy drive with me? And she's like, sure. So new scene. And this whole thing was, I think all this was just to So we're at the market, and he's like, basically mansplains how to wrap gifts. He's like, don't use more than 3 pieces of tape. That's how it's done. It's like, all right, dude,
True.
whatever. Like, wrap a gift however you want to wrap a gift. That's the point of.
Don't tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do. And then and then we get the classic, someone in the background just yells for him, like, hey, Jake, I need help with this chainsaw. And he's like, oh, I'll be right back. And then she chats with like the woman who's running the toy drive, and it's the whole thing. It's basically just her telling him.
I can't even count how many charities he helps in town. And you're like, how many charities are there in this town? Like,
it's like there's like,
it seems like it's small.
There's like 100 people here. Like,
yeah, what? Like, how? We just want to be able to appreciate him more. And she's like, I've got an idea.
Yeah. So basically, just talking about how awesome Jake is, and then we're back at the lodge, and they get back, and he's like, hey, you're gonna forget all this, and she's like, no.
It's so stupid because he's like, when you get your memory back, do you think you'll remember us? And you're like, that's not how amnesia works. Like, you don't replace the new memories with the old ones.
And then he's like, whoa, looky loo, what's above our heads? Is that a toe of missile?
From the trailer?
All right.
She's like, what'd you say, baby? And then they almost kiss, but then they're like, wait. He's like, what if you have a boyfriend? And she's like, that'd be unfortunate.
Yeah. And she goes to bed.
Yep. She's like,
okay,
well, see you later.
Smell you later. We get a sunrise transition shot, and then we're back in the lodge in the next morning, and she's got an idea.
Weirdly, they're like, well, I've got this Rolodex of the last 30 years of guests who stayed here. And you're like, what?
Okay.
Why? And how did this appear so conveniently? But they're going to have a fundraiser to save the lodge. It's decided.
Yes.
And
yeah, that's right.
Daddy's like, whoa. We're not going to have a fundraiser.
I don't want to hand out.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it can't be. People know me here.
And Sierra's like, well, it's not a fundraiser. It's just a party that charges money.
Yeah, people will donate. It's a Save the Lodge party. We won't call it that. We'll call it Christmas party,
Exactly. And he's like, well, maybe I really do want to lose this place.
Stupid.
Like, what? And then they have like a little fight, and the dialogue is so dumb. He's
can't remember shit, lady.
You can't even remember your name.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, man.
Way to call her out for amnesia.
Yeah, cool dig on the amnesia lady.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating to watch.
And then he's like, and he ends up, he's like, I'm afraid. He's like, I'm just afraid to make new memories with someone like you. I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
afraid of feeling feelings again.
All right.
And then he walks away.
Yeah.
Well, see you later.
I love how like most of these scenes just end with someone just like walking away, and it's like, okay. Guess there's no one else here to talk to, so there's nothing here to do. And then we're at the lodge office, and he's kind of sulking, and he's like,
Yeah. Grandma shows up and's like, what's wrong? Is it Sarah?
Yeah.
I know it's hard with the dead daughter that I loved and your ex-dead wife, but and he's like, I just don't know what I'm even doing anymore.
She's like, I mean, she is replaceable, at least at this point.
Right?
She's like, you know what? It's okay to let go, buddy. Let it go.
Yeah,
let it go.
You should be happy.
Yeah.
And so they hug, and Grandma leaves. It's like another scene that ends
someone just
walking away. Okie dokie.
Okay. So we're still in the lodge here, and then Sarah comes in, and she's like, I gotta go. I just gotta leave here. Like, where are you gonna go, by the way? Like, you have no money. You don't know who you are. Yeah. Grandma's like, you can't leave. And then the little daughter is like, you can't leave. I thought you'd stay for
You gotta stay for Christmas.
Yeah.
And Jake walks in. Jake rolls up, and he's like, our plans have changed. What? And
he's got his
someone's got to put this creepy doll on top of the tree. And you're like, but you're the tallest guy here. Like, why do you need Sierra to do this?
She takes care of the things around the cabin here. So
yeah. Then they all cry together.
Yeah.
And she puts the angel on the tree.
It's stupid. Yes. And now
like, let's throw this party.
Yeah. Now the process is complete of her taking over his late dead wife's place. And it's now complete.
Officially new mommy.
Officially. Once you hang up the creepy doll on the tree, there's no going back.
That's right.
All right. So we got a lodge party montage. Right? They print out some flyers. They hand out flyers. They're hanging stuff in shops. They're carrying cookies. They're eating cookies. It's a nice little, it's snowing. It's a nice little montage. And we're back in the woods with Ralph and Ted, the true heroes of the movie.
Yep. It's a fire, and Ralph is like planned ahead. He's like, time for some tasty beans.
Yeah. Beans by the fire.
I love beans. So,
and this whole scene, there's nothing here other than just keeping track that they're still alive and doing something, and it's spicy beans.
Yeah. Well, and Tad's like, Ralph, you're awesome. You should have like a survival blog. You could be famous. I could get you sponsored.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ralph's like, I'm just a simple man, simple pleasures, just like beans. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
And Tad's like, whoa, maybe that is the meaning of life.
I don't think he actually learns that though.
No. Then we cut to the Belmont.
And Daddy's back.
Yeah. And he's like, Terry, where's my daughter? Like, what's happening? And he's like, it's funny story. We don't know. She disappeared.
She went away with
4
Tad.
days.
But she's been with Tad, so we figured they just want to get away. Yeah, that's a long time to be away though.
And like, it's a long time for Tad to be hiking in the woods. Like,
yeah.
Crazy, right?
So Mr. B here, Daddy, he's like, he gets stuff under control. He's like, hey, security, I want you to check every inch of every room, this entire resort. He's like, call the sheriff and tell him to find my daughter. That's that.
So meanwhile, the sheriff goes out hunting for the daughter and finds the truck note from Ralph.
Yeah.
And he's like, ugh, my old pal Ralph, he's probably out poaching again. Like, wait a second, Ralph's a poacher?
All of a sudden, all the love for Ralph has just gone out the window. Like, oh, yeah. Ralph, come on, dude. He can't be poaching. Like, what are you doing?
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting development.
Yeah, I also love how like lighthearted they are about it too. He's like, just Ralph doing some poaching again.
Just Ralph hunting out of season. Oh, okay.
Okay, so Ralph's a dirtbag. So we're back at the lodge, and Grandma's got a dress for Sierra, the red dress we're going to see in about 2 seconds.
So weird.
Yeah.
She's like, you make Jake smile. He hasn't done that in a long time since my daughter. Okay. She's like, also, here are shoes. See you downstairs. Like, what is the scene?
Yeah, it's mommy's taking over here. And then we're sheriff's office, and we got Tad and Ralph. They make it. They make it to they're arrested.
Ralph's getting booked.
Yeah, Ralph's getting arrested, basically.
Yep.
For poaching.
And Tad's like, if you're going to arrest him, you have to arrest me too. And the sheriff's like, what?
This doesn't make any sense. What's happening here? And Mr. B there, Bo, he's there, and he's like, whoa, what is going on here? And then Tad's like, gives the whole rundown, like, so it happened, went to the mountains, here we have the proposal.
I propose, right? And he's like, propose?
Bo's like, ugh, great. Ugh. And then Tad's like, yeah, what about Ralph? And the sheriff's like, it's Christmas, let him go. It's like, he's a poacher. Like, what are you doing?
And then Ralph's like, I'll keep in touch with you, Tad. And you're like, oh, what?
Okay. How? So you don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
All right, so we're back at the lodge. There's no guests yet. No one showed up. No one's at the party. Nope. But scene from trailer. She comes down the red dress and slow-mo, and everyone's like, wow, you look beautiful.
And basically, like, Grandma's like, what if we run out of food? Like, and everyone's like, don't worry about it. No one's going to come to this stupid party anyway.
Our party's stupid.
Yeah, our parties are dumb. And then they're like, Sierra and Jake, for some reason, excuse themselves. And they're like, well, I guess we should do that final inspection that we've been talking about and just now. Wait, inspection for what? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like, well, place looks great. I guess we should maybe test out the dance floor. Dance floor inspection.
I got the secret Dare to Dream connection here. Both have a party that someone is concerned that no one will show up to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The 16th birthday party. She's all freaked out about it.
Yeah, you nailed it.
And then people show up, and it's a great time.
It really is the same movie.
Yep, always be pitching. Okay, so they test out the dance floor. They do the dance, getting close. Okay, things are going well, and then
Jake's like, I hope no one shows up. I want to be here with you.
Okay,
and then people show up.
Yep. As soon as he says that, he's like, let's go and make nope, people are here. Yep. So the mayor, it's a mayor. He shows up and he's like, oh, thanks for coming. He's like, oh, it's just you. He's like, no, I brought the entire town.
Let's go. And then we get a ripper montage.
Yeah,
like, just this party is a rager.
Merry effing Christmas. Let's go, right?
And finally, when they're drunk enough, it's Jake's turn to make a speech, apparently.
And he's like, I'm Jake. And the mayor's like, everyone knows who you are, Jake. You're such a nice guy. You're such a great guy. You're such a great guy.
Right. We're inside your lodge.
Yes, we know. We know you are. So he has a hard time. He can't spit it out. The situation, the North Star situation. He's like trying to find the words. And he's like, he doesn't want to do the handout stuff. And then some guy comes forward and he's like, hey, he tells a story about how his kid learned how to ski from Jake. And now he's on the snow patrol squad.
Yeah.
Ski patrol.
Didn't do anyone any good because Jake had to find her on the ground and nobody found Tad except Ralph. He found Ralph, really.
Yeah. So really, your son isn't very good at his job, but he learned how to ski from Jake here. So, and he's like, here's a check. It's like, cool, checks.
Which
that's
is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, and then like one by one, everyone just was like, oh yeah, I remember a time when I was here. Here's a big check.
Here's
Jake.
a check.
And he's like, oh, thanks guys. Like, this is so overwhelming. But none of this really would have been possible without Sarah. And then like this movie just goes off the rails because they're just like,
Yeah.
oh well, now Tad and Daddy Belmont show up.
Well, there's one small thing too to for save the lodge moment. The mayor comes forward after everyone hands in their checks, and he's like, hey, and by the way, I've worked with the town and blah blah blah, and everyone here, we're gonna make it a historical site, so that should help with getting grants and funds and stuff like this to do renovations. So
yeah,
the lodge is officially saved.
Yep,
and it gets more safe.
And that's when Tad and Daddy Belmont just like bust in because they're like, just wrap up the movie.
Yeah, Tad comes like, running in.
Wait, you're Mr. Belmont's daughter. I met you before. And you're like,
yeah,
no shit.
God damn it.
It's been 4 days.
Like sunglasses aren't totally enough to like disguise someone. God damn it.
And Tad's like so happy to see her. It's really heartbreaking. Tad's like, oh, like, and babe, like I brought the ring from our engagement. Like, don't you remember this? And she's like, it's too big. Yeah. I remember telling you that. You're like, oh. The bad part.
Yeah, right.
And basically, like, this is when Jack Wagner does not do any favors for his acting career and like delivers lines that are like, I have no idea what transpired here, but clearly you've taken very good care of my daughter.
Yeah.
Like,
what? Who wrote that line for you? Like,
who talks like this?
I mean, Jackie baby, he's working with what he's given, you know? He's doing his best. So it's not his fault. I'm blaming Ron and Jeff.
Yeah. We know Jack can write. So
yes. I mean,
accomplished
1985
King of Adult Contemporary.
Citizen Kane of Adult Contemporary 1985. Like
that's right.
All I need. So she starts remembering, oh Sarah, yeah, right, okay. And then they basically just like sweep her away from the party. They're not like, hey, what's going on here? I guess, get her home. I guess that kind of makes sense, but
and Grandma's like, well, bye. I guess she's leaving now.
And the daughter's like, don't leave. And she's kind of like, oh, okay. And she's like, goodbye. Thanks for everything. And Jake's like, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Get it? Because she has memory problems. Forget about it. And then some ridiculous song comes on.
Yep. Like, it's very dramatic.
Very dramatic. I'm like, what is going on here?
Very sad.
And we get the hotel transition shots. We're heading back home. I think yes, we're back when she's in her hotel room. Yep. And this is the mirror image of the opening of the movie where she was heiress and now she's a changed person back in the hotel.
Yep.
And she has flashbacks, memories.
Flashback montage.
Yes, of Jake. Literally just scenes from the movie 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. She's like, look, we're having fun skiing and look, fireworks and pancakes.
Falling, lodge chats, guitar. And this ridiculous song continues. She's flipping
the
pancakes.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do this without you. Red dress moment. She makes her own bed, and then the glam squad shows up, and they're like, "Hey, you gotta get ready for a press conference." And they're like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" She's like, "I thought I'd just help out the housekeepers, making my own bed."
It's Christmas after all.
Yeah.
The true meaning of the movie that they say Christmas like 4 times.
Yes. And then so she like Terry's like, everything's different. And she's different. No caviar. She doesn't want that. She's like down in the kitchen making pancakes with the cooks.
She doesn't want to wear fancy clothes. She's wearing normal clothes.
Yeah. She's like, I want something a little more, normal. And then we cut to the lodge office, I think, right?
Yeah.
And
well, right before that, that's when he's like, you got to get dressed. Like Tad comes down. He's like, the press conference is in 30 minutes. We got to get excited about this. And she's like, but I am dressed. And he's like, what's going on? This isn't the woman that I love and married, or agreed to marry. You cook food now? This is insane.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's great.
So then we cut to the lodge office, and we got Lodge Chord and Chord and family open gifts.
Yep, opening some presents on Christmas morning, and Grandma's like, "Oh, a book! I love
books. I like to read books."
Is this Host by Russ Picasso?
Oh, my favorite techno thriller.
The top sci-fi techno thriller of 2023. Oh,
that's what a great gift.
Wild.
So then we press conference on TV.
Yep.
And Chord and family watch it, and
Grandma sets it up because she's like,
yes.
Even though people were very generous with their checks, it won't save the lodge if people don't show up and make reservations. Like, we need people to stay here still. It's a business. And Jake's like, right, fuck.
Right, damn it. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go cut some wood. No. Wood doesn't help us right now.
And then they're like, why don't we watch that press conference on TV?
Click, see what's going on. Oh, there's Sierra, and she drops a huge sponsor, huge number for North Star Lodge. She's just like,
North Star Lodge, what a place. That guy Jake, he's great. NorthstarLodge.com. Go to NorthstarLodge.com. Go to North Star Lodge.
if you want a place to stay, go to North Star Lodge.
Yeah. And then Tad's like, we're engaged.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh man. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. And then Sierra's kind of like unsure. Dad's unsure. Everyone's like, kind of like, oh boy. And Jake's like, you know what? Enough of this shit. And shuts it off.
Excited doesn't come close to describing how I feel.
Oh, Jack. You sly beast.
So back with our lodge crew, right? Abby's like, I guess my wish didn't come true after all. I wish that you could find someone to love you because like you always take care of us and you're so awesome. And like
listening to you cry at night is really sad.
Yeah.
And I know you've been drinking more too at night, which is weird.
Yeah. And Abby keeps calling Sierra Sarah, like insists on calling her Sarah.
Yes.
Like, did you tell Sarah that you liked her?
Yeah.
He's like, well, no, it seemed inappropriate. She's got a fiance.
Sure.
Like, there's still time. You should tell Sarah. Tell Sarah.
Being really pushy little kid. He's like, you know what? Yeah.
I'll take the snowmobile.
Yeah. The snowmobile from the beginning of the movie that wasn't working, which nice foreshadowed there.
And you're like, how far is this? Is the other hotel? Because like at various points they make it seem like it's a bit of a drive. And
So the snowmobile isn't working, and I was like, oh, nice. He's gonna ski his way to the hotel because I was like, that's got to pay off, right?
That'd be awesome.
No, he doesn't ski there. He finds the slave that Santa was charging a lot of money for his coke problem.
Santa's buddy's sleigh.
Yeah, quote unquote, air quote, buddy's sleigh. He must have just gotten high and forgot he left it there or something.
Whoa, a sleigh. I got to go get Baltazar. Yeah, okay, what? And then Abby's like, good, my Christmas wish, it's coming true.
Excellent. I'll have a new mommy by morning. So she's really the Palpatine of this whole situation. It's definitely. Right. Yeah, she's kind of pulling.
I'll rename her Sarah.
So much power, unlimited power.
W. Darth Sarah.
From henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Sarah. Oh my God! So we're at the hotel.
Yeah.
And we got Sierra talking to Dad, and she's like about being happy, and she's like, you know what? Hey, I can't do the job. I can't do the job. You know.
Yep.
She's like, I want to find my own way, and Dad's like, yeah, absolutely, I'm supportive. You can do whatever you want, honey. I love you. And he's like, I'm proud of you. Whatever
I just
you
want
do.
you to be happy.
Yeah. That's it. Are you happy? No one's really happy. And then we're back at the lodge. And we got Grandma getting overwhelmed with reservations. People are just, the phone is off the hook, literally off the hook. And
hi, this is me. I want to stay at the place where Sierra Belmont stayed. Yeah. No one says that. Like, I want to go stay at that hotel that Paris Hilton said.
Yeah. That like,
no one ever said that.
No one does that. Yeah, so she can't handle the demand, and she calls Jake, and he's like,
instead of taking calls,
like, just take the reservation. Do you
have a job to do? Yeah. And she's like, well, we're all sold out of rooms for the foreseeable future.
All 10 of them.
What?
Yeah. So
what are you gonna do with all that extra demand? Ridiculous.
Basic economics here. All right, so then we're back at the hotel, and we got Sarah basically going to tell Tad, breaking the news. Here's the ring.
Yeah. She's ready to go, and she's like, actually, we can't get married at all.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
Are you breaking up with me on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
And then he's like, can I post about that?
She's like, I know you. You'll be fine by New Year's. So.
And then Tad asks Terry what he's doing for New Year's. Whoa.
Yeah. And this sure. Hey, just go do your thing, I guess.
Tad goes both ways. He's gonna find a new lover immediately.
That's right. But
Terry seems nice.
Terry seems great. I like Terry. So then we're outside the hotel, and Jake shows up. He gets the stretch armor. He thinks this is the classic, oh, she must be in here. I'm talking to the window. I can't see. I'm not actually talking to her moment.
Yeah, exactly.
He basically is like, I love you. And then the window rolls down, and Tad and Terry are back there.
Tad's like, I'm flattered, but I've got plans with this dude. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
See
Great.
you later. And then Santa's like, I think what you're looking for is out back. You're like, Santa, when the
Yeah.
did you get here?
He's just right behind. Hey, buddy. Whoa, what are you doing right behind me? Like,
Weren't you in the Christmas village in that other town? Like,
yeah,
how
don't worry
did you
about
get
it.
here?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I went on a wicked bender last night. I didn't. Have you seen my sleigh, by the way? It's. I mean, my buddy's sleigh. It's.
Whoops.
Yeah. There's some really important packages in the back of that. I need those. Yes. Don't open them, please. And if any cops come around, you didn't see anything. You don't know me.
It was a couple of guys, a lot of money.
Yes. See, that's a Christmas movie I want to see, where Santa Claus is like on the run from like a cartel or something like that. Because he's
sounds amazing.
like, that's awesome. Done.
I kept the money and the blow.
Oh my god, Netflix, give us a call. We'll write it for you. So then he's like, yeah, hey, mister, I think who you're looking for, she's in the back. So
then we cut to Outback.
I don't know why he's a 1920s newsy guy. So yeah, we're out back, and Jake finds Sierra, and kind of some shots from the trailer of him running back there. Like, hey, Sierra.
Yeah, and this is like, listeners. We've done a couple movies where they do this, and they're just like, you can tell they had no clue how to end the movie, and they're just like, well, just put all the finishing things in right now.
Yeah,
and so she's like, actually, I'm going to stay here without Tad. I think I have some discovering to do of myself. And he's like, great, I'm so proud of you. Also, do you want to spend the holidays with me? Oh wait, there's mistletoe. You're like, wait,
what?
Stop! It's too fast. Too fast.
Too much. It's like they had a checklist of all the things they need to like cover here, right?
Yep.
And then, and we find out that Dad does want to invest in the lodge now, and she was like, "Oh, I told him I'd take the time to like convince you of that," and it all kind of works out pretty nice. He does a mistletoe move, and then Santa's like, "Yeah, nice," because he's everywhere.
Yep. And you get the lens flare kiss, which apparently is
not
Lindsay double for some reason.
Poor Chord, huh?
Poor Chord.
Yeah, came and kissed the talent, the star.
Nope. And Abby's watching, and she's like, "Good,
excellent,
good.
yes. Other father, come here. Let's walk out and thank and congratulate them." So Dad comes out with Abby, and all is good. Everyone's happy.
Santa's pumped. Santa's in the background, like, excellent.
Yes, I can make my deliveries now.
Everything's going according to plan.
And then the camera like pans out on the resort, and this is the thing that got me. So the camera pans out on like the fancy hotel resort, whatever. And the people that were in the balcony hot tub in the beginning of the movie are still in the
awesome.
That's like 3 weeks of hanging out in a hot tub.
Yeah. I mean, I support it.
Yeah, I'm on
They're
board.
just partying.
Yeah.
And then the final part of this movie is Daddy Belmont is there, and he's like, "Hey, whatever happened to Ted?" And Sarah's like, "It's Tad, Daddy." And he's like, whatever. He's gone now, right? And she's like, "Yep." And then she's like, "Well, this is a Christmas I'll never forget." And then like that's when it zooms out in the title card, and you're like, "Wait, that's the end?"
That's it. Because get it, she had amnesia, and she'll never forget it.
This is a Christmas I'll never forget.
Unless I fall down a mountain and hit my head again.
Like, don't make it that cheesy, please.
Oh, God.
What they do.
So bad. Yeah, they do. And hey, sometimes you need a little cheese on your toast.
And then they do bloopers for like 10 minutes.
It was for the entire credits. And I was like, there's like some cut of some random old couple in the middle, like kissing. I'm like, what is this? And it goes on forever.
Like, I figured they would put like a little credit or something to be like, tell us who those old people were, because they really highlighted them.
And they weren't in the movie at all. Like, didn't see them.
That's what I thought it was going to be, like inspired by the love story, or like, I don't know, make it interesting to me. Nope.
Something.
Just old people.
Yeah. And it's just people messing up their lines and being like, oh, I'm just screwing things up. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting everyone's time here. That's basically what these bloopers were. They weren't even funny.
Wasting film.
Just wasting film.
I'm assuming this was filmed.
Shot in film. Yes. Nothing digital about it.
That's right.
And that's it. The end.
Stupid. I hate it.
All right. Well, do you want to ameliorate on this thing?
Yeah. I mean, cut most of the movie, honestly. Like, give me Tad and Ralph instead. Like
the adventures of Tad and Ralph. That's what I want to see. Get more.
They hiked for like 4 days.
I know.
What happened?
Like,
what happened out there?
How'd they survive? You know?
Yeah. Did I don't know. They have to like cut off some of his foot or something and like eat
toes. Like what? You know? I mean, you can only eat raccoon for so long, or squirrel for so often.
Right. Like the Utah woods are
Ruthless.
unforgiving.
Yeah, that's why you don't live there. You go visit and you come home.
Right. Tell me that story. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to watch in the movie, right?
Yeah. Have a little more skiing involved. Like, you made it such a big point. I mean, is it really just because he taught the guy's kid? So is that the payoff? It's like,
Yeah.
he skis down and kind of saves her, but not really. I don't know.
Yeah, so dumb. And there's like a couple of points where they go full cheese, like you're saying, kind of like lean into like this is the cheesy ski lodge movie or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, don't just tease us with it.
And
do too much of that.
Also, the weird Santa magical fantasy thing going on, like
lean into that.
Yeah, either lean into it or just get rid of it. It just was really strange. Like, oh, it's that kind of a movie, I guess.
He is real, I guess.
I guess.
What?
Like, and he has magic. Like, what?
Explore the magic of the universe.
Yeah, how does this exist? How does this work? Why is this working?
I feel like there's even more that we would probably change, right? Like,
make it funnier. Make it actually funny.
Make it funnier. Cut the grandma. She's a super unnecessary character entirely, right?
Yeah. You can just focus a little more on the dad-daughter relationship. And there was really no chemistry amongst any of these characters.
Like, oh yeah, they're family. I'd totally buy it.
Absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. Nope.
Give us some more stories about the lodge. Like, if the lodge is going to be a character in the movie, like, I want actual backstory. Like, how did the lodge come to be in this family?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they had it for generations.
Yeah, give it like a throwaway line, like make that a little bit more important, right?
Yeah. They did other stupid flashbacks, like do a stupid flashback of like when they bought the lodge.
Hand over the keys. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give us a little more depth, but I guess you don't need to. You know, it's like a Hallmark Netflix movie. So
very surface level.
They did something right because it's 60% for critics and crushed it on opening week. So
incredible.
I don't know what's wrong with this world. I mean, it is the Citizen Kane of Netflix Christmas movies. So
you said it.
I don't believe it though.
No.
All right. I think that's it, right? We're going to just throw this one off the mountain.
Yep. Put a bow on it end of the year
and toss it off the mountain. Thank you everyone for listening for this entire year, another year of listening to this.
Yeah. And there's more. There'll be more.
2024, new year. Let's do it. So yeah, we'll be back next year, right? With a new movie. You can follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That, or ITMT Pod on Twitter. Subscribe wherever you're listening. Share with a friend. Yeah, do all that.
Share with a holiday stranger on by leaving a review, right? Tell them how awesome we are, because sometimes we think that we're cool, and it would mean more if you said it.
Yeah. Just validate.
We're confident. We know we're cool, but
but sometimes we want it, validated. That's all.
Right. Someone just tell me
tell me we're cool.
And you could do that also in longer format if you really have a lot to say about us. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Send us an email. We'll read it in Trailer Trash. Or go to the website. Speaking of Trailer Trash, go have yourself a Trailer Trash marathon for the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like Twilight Zone marathon, right? Classic. Same thing.
Absolutely. Just do it.
Maybe we'll listen to 50 hours of ITMT.
Maybe we'll give you maybe we'll put together a little playlist of various Trailer Trashes, like the holiday special ones. Maybe we'll do that for you on the website somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely maybe, right? There's a lot of
definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe.
The only way you can find out is if you went to the website.
That's right.
Where there's information and episodes and shirts and
hundreds of people that go to our website, by the way. So be part of that group, be part of the crowd. It's okay sometimes to follow. It's okay.
It feels good.
Yeah. Click on some ads. I don't know. Do something.
Yeah. It's thismeetsthat.com. Happy New Year.